to implement the new external borrowings of about 1,843,669,786,987 naira 16 kobo, equivalent of 1,229,113,000 United States dollars at the budget exchange rate of USD $1 to 1,500 naira. In the 2025 Appropriation Act for the part financing of the deficit in the 2025 budget. This refinance will mature on November 21, 2025. Access aggregate external capital of USD 2.3 billion, USD 1.2 billion actually, and another USD 1.1 billion through any of the following options in the international capital market: issuance of Eurobonds, loan syndications, bridge finance facility from book runners, and direct borrowing from international financial institutions. Issue a standalone debut sovereign sukuk of up to 500 million euros in the ICM with or without credit enhancement. Enhancement in this case refers to guarantee. It's quite long, but I'm sure the committee will go through all. It includes the indicative terms and conditions for external capital borrowings, issuance of standalone debit. Conclusion. Based on the foregoing, I respectfully request the distinguished Senate to pass a resolution: 1, to raise external capital in the sum of $2.3 billion, comprising new external borrowing in the 2025 Appropriation Act, USD 1.2 billion, and refinancing of maturing Eurobonds of $1.1 billion through any of the following options: through the Eurobonds, bridge finance facility from book runners, loan syndication, direct borrowing from international financial institutions. Finally, to issue a debut standalone sovereign sukuk of up to $500 million with or without credit enhancement from the Islamic Cooperation for the issuance of investment and export credit. A specimen of the resolutions required is attached to these annexures. While I look forward to the timely issuance of the resolutions by the Senate, please accept, distinguished Senate President and distinguished senators, the assurances of my highest regards. This is signed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Well, with the attachments, this is referred to the Committee on Local and Foreign Debts to revert to the Senate. Do I give time? Senator Wamako. Senator Wamako. 1 week to revert to the Senate in 1 week. I've been informed that on the gallery, we have members of the demised colleague of ours, distinguished Senator Ewuga, who are here to observe the eulogies expected from Senator Onawo. Ogochi. Further correspondence from Mr. President. Confirmation of appointment of chairman and members of the board of the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC. In accordance with the provisions of Section 8, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Communications Commission Act 2003, I am pleased to present for confirmation by the Senate the appointment of the underlisted 9 persons as chairman and members of the board of the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC. Idris Olorunibe, you please pardon me if I didn't get that very correct. But I can spell the name for you. Then you pronounce it on my behalf. But it's actually Idris Olorunibe. I got it? Thank you. As the chairman, Dr. Aminu Maida as the vice chairman, Abraham Oshidami as commissioner, Rimini Makama as commissioner, Hajia Miriam Bayi as commissioner, Colonel Abdul Wahab Lawal as commissioner, Senator Lekon Mustafa as commissioner, Honorable Chris Okorie as commissioner, Princess Ofori Senenara Emiko as commissioner. While it is my hope that the Senate will consider and confirm the nominees in the usual expeditious manner, please accept, distinguished Senate President, distinguished senators, the assurances of my highest consideration and personal regards. Yours sincerely, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is referred to the Committee on Communications to revert to the Senate in 2 weeks. Further correspondence from Mr. President. Confirmation of appointment of commissioners for the Federal Civil Service Commission. In accordance with the provisions of Section 154, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution, 1999 as amended, I am pleased to present for confirmation by the Senate the appointment of the underlisted 2 persons as commissioners of the Federal Civil Service Commission. They are Honorable Eda Hobon Williams Omorege, Commissioner, is on his 2nd term from Edo State. Professor Mbia Gabriel, Commissioner from Benue State. While hoping that the Senate will consider and confirm the nominees in the usual expeditious manner, please accept, distinguished Senate President and distinguished senators, the assurances of my highest considerations. Yours sincerely, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is referred to the Committee on Establishment to revert to the Senate in 1 week. This is a further correspondence from Mr. President. Distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, President of the Senate, National Assembly Complex, Distinguished Senate President, request for confirmation of appointment of the Chairman, Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA. In accordance with the provisions of Section 2, Subsection 3 of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA Act 2007, I am pleased to present for confirmation by the Nigerian Senate the appointment of Dr. Musa Babayo as the Chairman of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA. While hoping that this request will receive the expeditious consideration of the Nigerian Senate, please accept, Distinguished Senate President, the assurances of my highest consideration. This is referred to the Committee on FEMA to revert to the Senate in 1 week. Further correspondence from Mr. President. Don't mind, these correspondences are coming because we just resumed. We're on 2 weeks, 2 months, almost 2 months break, which is our annual vacation. That's why it will look like the business of government was stalled. So we have to work very fast to make sure that these appointees take their offices for the will of progress of the nation to move forward. Distinguished Senate President, confirmation appointment of Chairman, National Population Commission. In accordance with the provisions of Section 154, Subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, I am pleased to present for confirmation by the Senate the appointment of Dr. Aminu Yusuf as Chairman of the National Population Commission, MPC. While hoping that this request will receive expeditious consideration of the Nigerian Senate, please accept, Distinguished Senate President and distinguished senators, the assurances of my highest considerations. Yours sincerely, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is referred to the Committee on National Identity Card and National Population to revert to the Senate in 1 week. Further correspondence from Mr. President. Request for confirmation of appointments of resident electoral commissioner. In compliance with the provisions of Section 154, Subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution, 1999 as amended, I am pleased to forward for confirmation by the Nigerian Senate the appointment of Professor Taylor Adeniran Raymond as Resident Electoral Commissioner, representing Oyo State at the Independent National Electoral Commission, while hoping that the Senate will consider and confirm the nominee in its usual expeditious manner, please accept, Distinguished Senate President, the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is dated 3rd day of October, 2025. This is referred to the Committee on INEC to revert to the Senate in 1 week because of the nature of the appointment and the timeline for the upcoming elections. Further correspondence from Mr. President. Distinguished Senator Akpabio, GCON, request for confirmation of the appointment of independent director of the Board of Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDIC. In accordance with the provisions of Section 7, subsection 1, F, and 4 of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDIC Act 2023, I am pleased to present for confirmation by the Senate the appointment of Mrs. Peggy Ufanima Onwu as independent director of the Board of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDIC. Whilst hoping that the Senate will consider and confirm the nominee in its usual expeditious manner, please accept, distinguished Senate President, the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.